Hey Jean, Jessica Peterson here with Peterson SEO. Thank you for speaking with me earlier and accepting this free video. I am super excited that you did because today I'm going to walk you through 3 strategies you can start applying right away, and it's going to make a tremendous difference in your business. And I know that it will because we've applied these same strategies with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys throughout the US, and it's made a huge impact in their business. Now, right now, you guys have 0 organic traffic coming to your website, and that means you're missing out on over 80% of the available jobs every single month. So, by applying these 3 strategies I show you today, this is going to help you overcome that, start driving that traffic, and allow you to convert those into jobs. So today we're going to talk about your content, citations, and backlink strategies. Okay. So as you can see, we are here on your website. You do have a decent looking site. Your website is secured, so that is great. Now, unfortunately, Google does not rank websites based on appearance. It is based on content. So you do need a lot of content. Google does require that you have a separate page for all of your major services. And it appears that your website is a single page website with very minimal actual content here. So you actually do need a separate page for each of your major services. And that is going to allow you to focus one entire page to show your expertise and authoritativeness on that topic, to answer the most common questions people have, talk about your processes for each of these services, and hyper focus on the local keywords for those services, okay? It's going to help Google to understand, and the more Google understands, the more it can help promote your website and help your customers find you, okay? So content is absolutely critical. This homepage here, I guess this would be your entire site, but your homepage here is the most important page of your entire website because it's supposed to tie all of the pages of your site together. So this homepage alone needs at least 1,500 words or more of written content. And it does need to be content around the services you're offering and where you're offering those services. It needs to focus on the local keywords because 99, well, maybe not 99, but at least 90% of people who search don't know who you are yet. So they're not going to be searching for gem. They're going to be searching for water damage, mold removal, fire damage, etc. So they're going to be searching for the actual services they need. And so your website needs to show up when people are doing those searches. So in order to do that, you have to have your content built around those services and hyper focused on the local keywords. You don't want to just go after water damage restoration. You want to go after El Paso water damage restoration, El Paso. That way people in your community are actually able to find you, and you're not trying to compete on a national level because you're not serving nationally. Okay. And so content is key here. Google is sending crawlers to your website, and it goes and it scans all of the information on your website, all of your images, all of your pages to try and understand who you guys are, what type of services are you offering, and where do you perform those services. So having the right content on the homepage, having the proper pages for each of your services, and if you're servicing outside of El Paso and other areas of Texas, ultimately, you really want to have service area pages for each area so that anywhere that you serve, you have the potential of customers finding you, okay? So your content and keyword strategy are going to be absolutely critical here. Now, if we look at your top competitor for water damage in El Paso, we do have SERVPRO. And yes, SERVPRO is a franchise, but they're also very beatable, okay? Most of these franchises, especially this one here, these franchisees are not really allowed to modify the written content of their website. They get what they get, and so you actually have an advantage over them. You can do better. You can write better quality content, focus on your own keyword strategy, whichever service you want to have the most of, etc. So you can develop your content based around what your goals are. Okay, so having better quality content, more content on the page. If your competitors have 1,500 words, you're going to want 1,800 or 2,000 words, okay? You're going to want more pages, more long-form blog articles, etc., okay? So these guys are absolutely beatable. You just have to do better than they're doing, okay? Now, we know when your customers do a search, they'll do a search similar to this, right? Water damage in El Paso. And when they do, there's generally going to be 3 spots that your business has good potential to have positioning in, meaning being at the top of, okay? And so the first are generally going to be ads, and those could be cost per click ads, like this one, and local service ads. And these can be extremely profitable as long as you have all your processes dialed in and you have proper landing pages built. You're not just sending them to your main page, okay? Without that, though, it can be kind of a money pit, and you would need to focus on the other things before launching a successful ad campaign. The second section here, this is your Google Business Profile or Google Map Pack, okay? Your goal here is to be one of these top 3 businesses because 30% of people come straight here and they don't go anywhere else. So if you're not one of these top 3 businesses, you're leaving money on the table and quite literally handing your customers to your competitors. So in order to get in this top position, you have to optimize that profile and go and get something called citations. And citations are simply listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and putting those in a bunch of directories like the Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Glassdoor, Yelp, Angie's, and Home Advisor. All of those are great citations. And also having the top social media pages for your business are also great citations. So you need more citations than your competition has. And that's going to help you guys out quite a bit when it comes to ranking in the maps. And then the third section here is the most important section because 60 to 70% of people will skip everything else. They'll skip the ads, they'll skip the maps, and they'll come right here. So you need your website to be showing up here in this organic section. And so when it's not, you're losing 60 to 70% of the available jobs every single month. So in order for your website to show up here, it all comes back to the foundation of this website. Do you have it properly built out and optimized? Do you have the right type of content and keyword strategy? Okay. And then are you supporting that with a backlink strategy? Okay. So this here is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to show how a website is performing. Now, right now, you guys have a score of 0 out of 100 in Google's trust flow. So that means Google doesn't trust your website. And yes, it does have to do with the quality of the site, the quality of the content, but more so the power you're going to send to your website. Your website is a tool, and like most tools we use, it does require power. And so we send that power to the website with backlinks. And backlinks are simply links coming from another website or a referring domain, okay? So we need a lot of these backlinks. But it's important to understand that they're not all created equal, so we only want to be getting the good quality do follow links that are closely related to your business. So oftentimes these are going to be coming from other home service businesses and directories, vendors, etc. Okay, so you'll need more of those than your competitors, and you want to be getting the good quality ones. And as you do that, and get those good quality links, the score is going to increase. Google's going to trust your website more, and it's going to help promote your website higher. It's going to help you rank keywords, okay? And as those keywords rank, more people can find you when they're searching. So right now, your website doesn't really have any content. It's very sparse, so you haven't been indexed for any keywords, and you're not getting any traffic to your website, at least not organically. Okay, so definitely have a lot of work to do with the content keyword strategy, and then making sure you're getting those backlinks. Now, when we look at SERVPRO, yes, again, they're a franchise. Their franchise as a whole has a rating of a 75, but thankfully you're not competing against the entire franchise, just the locations in your service area. And this specific location has a rating of a 6 with 140 backlinks, okay? So they're not doing a whole lot, which makes sense because they can't really fix what's wrong. But because this website has so much power, the franchise website is able to push power back to each of these different locations. And that has helped giving them that boost. They have a really high trust authority, which is allowing them to rank. But it, again, is still very beatable. These guys have only been indexed for 14 keywords, and they're getting over 29 people on average organically to their site. So the organically, again, is not searching the brand name, but is searching the local keywords for the services, okay? Now, when we look at those organic keywords, we can see that they are ranking, but they're only ranking mid-page, okay? There's 10 spots per page on Google, and the higher you rank in positioning, the closer to position 1, you can get over 33 to 40% of the volume for each keyword. So for instance, this keyword here, water damage restoration El Paso, has 100 searches every single month just for that one keyword. And so the higher you are, you could get 37 to 40 just people to your website just from that one keyword. Okay, so having the right keyword strategy and content strategy is going to be critical for you to drive that organic traffic. Because as we discussed, less than 10% of people are ever going to be searching for your services by using your brand, especially in this industry. Most have never had this experience before, so they're not going to know who you are. So you definitely have to be having your business show up when people have the need for these services, okay? So again, SERVPRO is absolutely beatable, but you do have to apply the strategies that I've shown you today. So please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply it yourself, and start helping more people in your community. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in this, this is what we do. This is our specialty, and we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So please feel free to give us a call, send us a text, reply to our email, and we'd be happy to chat. And also, if you don't mind, just replying back to my email, giving us some feedback on this video, we'd really appreciate it. Always trying to do better. So thank you so much for watching, and I do look forward to hearing from you soon.